10.
Good. 10. Okay. Straight Pula, that's okay.
Nice here, see, you got it. Nice 10.
All right, nice 10 here, see, you got it. Wrist up, just like you can. Yep.
10.
Yep.
Hard, hard.
Gotta go.
Hard. Hard.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Hard.
Hard mag, 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 hard mag.
Read out, read out, read
Good.
out. That's good, see? Good, Sierra. Nice throw.
Try and roll it. Throw it 10.
Hold it here for you.
Yep.
Easy 10.
Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Still 10.
Whoa. Whoa. Kayla. Hard
Whoa.
roll, Sarah. Whoa. Whoa.
Hard
Roll it.
roll. Right
Hard
over.
roll.
Yep, hard. Hard,
Right
hard.
over.
Keep going a little more.
Good. That's good.
Good call.
Nice throw. 10. Good. Good sweep, guys.
Yeah, good call.
Sorry,
Yeah.
first.
Okay. I was going to go 10.
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds good. You got it. You got it. Good step.
Hair more than last.
9.
Clean.
Clean. Clean. Yep. Yep. 9. Yep.
Hard.
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 Really hard.
Really gotta go. Really gotta go. Hard for the roll. Hard for the roll. Hard for the roll. Push, 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 push. Good skate.
Nice throw.
Throw 11 and a half here.
What I threw in practice here was close to 11.5. I'll throw that.
Hey, Stacy and Jeff, thank you so much. John Cullen here with you alongside Melissa Saligo for this women's semifinal that you set up so beautifully for us,
11.
Melissa. This promises to be a great game between Clancy and Taylor.
11 and a half.
Hard. Hard. Hard to it. Hard to it. Came down a bit, I think. 11-8.
Yeah.
Maybe not
11-8.
so much through.
It does, John, and sorry, and yes, it's going to be a great game for sure. I'm expecting a lot from both of these teams, and they've traveled different paths to get here, but I'm expecting that we'll see some really great curling today, and I'm probably lots of different shots.
Yeah, no question about it. As we join this game in progress, we're about halfway through the first end here, and it's been a fairly uneventful first end as the two teams have been trading hits. Clancy Grandy starting with the hammer by virtue of their round robin finish, or sorry, rather their knockout finish, winning the B final. And so this is, for Reese Hansen, just a chance to maybe get used to this ice surface. We saw Clancy Grandy getting to play on this sheet F last night, Melissa. I would imagine that's maybe a slight advantage for them as they're using the same rocks and on the same sheet that they used last night.
11.
11. Hair big.
Okay.
Then 11 and a half.
Stay close.
More
Yep.
than the last one.
Whoa.
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 11.
Sarah. Hard, Sarah.
Hard, Sarah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep.
Yep, yep, yep,
Hard.
yep, yep.
Hard.
Go, go, go,
Hard.
go, go, go,
Hard.
go, go,
Hard.
go.
Hard.
Shot, Kayla. Good sweep. 11. Good call.
Really chase it with hack. I got about half. Yep. You want to throw a little more then? Whatever you like.
So a nice hit and roll there from Kayla McMillan. And so Megan McGilvery will chase after this one.
Okay, John, I think I'm back with you now, and
Right. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Clean. Clean. Forward clean. Clean. Yep. 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 Hard, 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 hard. Whoa, 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 whoa.
And a nice shot there from
Good throw.
the Reese Hansen third, rolling out into the open. Clancy Grandy will sweep that into the back 12. And so it's now really starting to look like we might be heading for a blank end here. So Kayla McMillan, last year's finalist, last year's silver medalist. Looking to find her way back into the final with her teammates Lindsay Dubé and Sarah Loken. Clancy Grandy, of course, the new addition to the squad this year. And this will be our first look at Taylor Reese Hansen, as Jeff and Stacy said, out of the Victoria and Kamloops Curling Clubs.
Just to end. It's pretty gradual in this spot.
You can see there they defeated Kristen Ryan last night in the Page 3-4 game to find themselves in this women's semifinal, and it's actually been quite a crazy road for Reese Hansen to get here. She dropped down to the C final, played Shauna Jensen, needed 2 in the 10th end and a steal in the extra end to beat Jensen. She pulled that feat off and then replicated it again last night against Kristen Ryan. Needed 2 in 10 and then played a phenomenal extra end. Left Kristen Ryan with a very difficult double run back, which she was not able to execute. And so that's why Reese Hansen finds herself here in the semifinals. And will make no mistake on that open hit. So Clancy Grandy will look to execute the same feat. If you tuned in with us last night, you know Clancy Grandy having a phenomenal year on tour, ranked number 13 in the world, ranked number 6 in the Canadian Tour ranking system. One of the top ladies teams right now on the go, and we'll see if they're full value for that here in this semifinal. But as we know, anything can happen. Taylor Reese Hansen, for comparison's sake, ranked 108th in the world. So almost a full 100 spots between these two teams in the world rankings. But as we know, I mean, they made a whole movie about it. Any given Sunday, or in this case, any given Saturday, things can happen. And we'll see what they can do here. Oh, another open hit for Taylor Reese Hansen. She'll look to stick this one to force Grandy into a blank. Or into having to throw for a blank, rather. Doesn't want to give her just a free throw through the house. And a nice shot there from Taylor Reese Hansen, and so it will be Clancy Grandy chasing the blank here in end number 1.
Just steal. Go around dead straight. Yeah.
So final stone here in the first end for Clancy Grandy.
Yep.
Needs to make the yellow go away and roll her blue out. Sarah Loken picking this up early. And an unforced error there from Clancy Grandy here in end number 1. Looking for the blank and does not find it. And so she will score 1. Taylor Reese Hansen will have the hammer for the first time when we come back. You're watching the BC Scotties Women's Semifinal. Hello, curling fans, and welcome back. The BC Scotties semifinal here, live from Chilliwack, British Columbia. John Cullen with you. Melissa Saligo should hopefully be joining me shortly. She's having some tech issues that we're just trying to work through here, but shouldn't be too much longer before she's back here and making me look better at this than I am.
I think it's gonna
Sydney Brills looking to throw up the corner guard here.
Good.
Seems like Reese Hansen would like to have maybe some more rocks in play this end now that they have the hammer. As I said earlier, Reese Hansen taking sort of the long way through this this event, went through the C event to get here. They started out with a win over Diane Gushilak before losing to the current finalist who's waiting for the winner of these two teams, Corinne Brown. They then rebounded with a 10-6 win over Sheila Cowan before losing the B final to Kristen Ryan, or the B semifinal rather, and then rebounded with a win over Shauna Jensen 7-6. And then, as we said, beat Kristen Ryan last night in the Page 3-4 game 7-6 for Clancy Grandy. If she wasn't playing a team named Brown, she'd be undefeated. Her only two losses are to Corinne Brown in two barn burners, losing 10-8 and 12-8 in those two games, but beat Sheila Cowan 9-3, Kristen Ryan 12-7, and then Kristen Ryan again in the B final 9-3.
Okay, whoa, no for line, no for line. Coming down. Okay, it's getting better. Go ahead, C. Yep. Sierra. Yep. Hard. Really hard. Hard, C. Hard. You got a really good one. Hard, C. Go. Yep. Great, C.
And very nice shot there from Sydney Brills to make that freeze. And Melissa, I believe you're back with me now. We're all good?
Okay. I think we are good.
Yes, there we go.
There we go.
Nothing ever works the way you want it to, but we're here now.
No.
We're live, second end, feeling good. And Melissa, I gotta wonder, you know, if you're Clancy Grandy, Stacy and Jeff sort of mentioned this off the top of the show, that, you know, kind of a disappointing loss to Corinne Brown last night. They got that 4-ender in the fifth end. They were leading 7-3 going into the break. Ended up getting outscored 9-1 in the second half of the game. And then they come out here, and a bit of an error from Clancy Grandy in the first end, having the chance for the blank, ends up sticking. Is that maybe a little bit of a, you know, a hangover from last night?
Well, it's hard to say, John, for sure. And you know, Clancy and her whole team were very, very disappointed in the way things unfolded in the last half of the game last night, for sure. But this is a team that's very experienced, and they've been through a lot of ups and downs in their careers, in their season, and even in this week. So I'm pretty sure they parked it, and you know, it was just a little bit of a mishap there on that first end. Obviously, Clancy looking for the blank and gets her one, but you know what? Scoring a point to get this game started, never a bad thing either. So I think she'll let that one go and start focusing on the next end and game to come.
Great shot there from Sierra Fisher, and a nice start to the game for this team from the Victoria and Kamloops Curling Clubs. And Melissa, you know, being a long-time proponent of Victoria curling yourself, you know, tell me a little bit about what you know about Taylor Reese Hansen. Me being, you know, a filthy mainlander, I haven't seen her play probably as much as you have. What can you tell me about Taylor Reese Hansen?
Taylor herself is such a great shot maker. I had the privilege of coaching Taylor at the Canada University Championships when they represented, at the college ones when they represented Camosun. And honestly, she can make the big shots when she needs to. She can make the draws to the button when she needs to. You know, sometimes she can be a little bit inconsistent, but that doesn't happen very often. She is a tremendous shot maker, and has great strategy as well. And having their coach, Todd Troyer, and also their fifth player, Daleen, has really incorporated everything into her game, and she learns as she goes, and she makes changes as she goes. So we'll see some great things from her today.
Yeah, certainly her on-paper accomplishments, nothing to sneeze at, a former BC mixed champion. and a former BC junior champion as well, U21 champion, and as you said, competed at the Canadian College as well. Sierra Fisher was looking for the run back there, just make the straight peel. But yeah, certainly a lot of experience at these big championships where you need to build your game, and I'm looking forward to seeing her in this semifinal. I've heard lots about her, and I've tried to put it out of my mind that she beat me in the mixed final. I'm trying to forget that, but yeah, no, she's a great shot maker for sure, and her team's has been great all week long. That's for sure.
Halfway tight.
Well, normally, I would say in the past, if you would have asked me if, what kind of game plans we would expect from these both teams, we talked about it yesterday with Team Grandy. They love rocks and play, and they like to make, be aggressive, more times than not. And Taylor and her team, they used to be more on the defensive side, but they're very comfortable now with more rocks and play. And as you see them progress in their curling careers, they're starting to get a better feel, more confidence with putting those rocks in play, and that's what we're doing here. I had a quick look at some of the stats throughout the weekend, and in the 6 games that Taylor played throughout this week, they scored 43 points, and Randy's team scored 46 points. So very, very similar in how aggressive and offensive they are in trying to get points on the board.
So Megan McGillivray going to try and run this guard onto the pile here. It is still Grandy sitting the one without hammer. And Megan will peel that one right on by. So I would imagine Kayla McMillan will be replacing the guard here. And yeah, we certainly saw that last night in the 1-2 game, Melissa. Grandy, no stranger to rocks in play, a lot of big ends, and as you said, a lot of points scored. And I expect the same thing here this afternoon. They're always a treat to watch, as we see there. Team Grandy out of the Vancouver Curling Club. It is Clancy Grandy at skip, Kayla McMillan at third, Lindsay Dubé at second, and Sarah Loken at lead. Katie Witt is the coach.
Should curl back a bit. Same spot.
And a lot of experience on this side of the sheet as well. You were talking about the Canadian College Championships. Sarah Loken and Kayla McMillan are former Canadian Collegiate champions 2 times over, representing Douglas College. Lindsay Dubé is looking for her 3rd different provincial jacket. She represented both Ontario and Northern Ontario at the Canadian Juniors. She's their import player, currently makes her home in Ottawa, and looking to put on a 3rd provincial jacket. And Clancy, a longtime teammate of Ali Flaxey, has played in some Olympic trials, and certainly, as we talked about yesterday, I've had an amazing year. So Megan McGillivray again looking to run this into the pile. Sydney Brill's trying to hold this. And she will get both blues.
Yeah, very important to get rid of that one that was sitting in the top 12 for sure. That was causing a little bit of problem for Team Reese Hansen. So great shot there by Megan.
Yeah, just a bit above the logo. Guard the left side. Yeah. The yellow one.
Speed's nice here.
Yeah.
Fully up to game speed.
So first stone here for Clancy Grandy in end number 2. Has been in control all end, looking to put a guard on it.
On the logo, just pass.
Lindsay, can you clean
Guys,
it?
can you keep...
Lindsay, can you clean
really
it
tight.
to keep it there?
That's okay.
Okay, line's fine.
Same spot.
So the double.
Just
No
look at the
finish.
rotation on that stone. We talked about that a bit yesterday, John.
No, you're good.
Both
you're
Kayla
good.
specifically and Clancy throw a ton of rotation, a very positive release out to the broom, and they try and do that to hold that rock as straight as possible for as long as possible. So really great. It's great when your third and skip sort of throw the same, so you can kind of put the broom down in the same spot. So great shot there. Does leave the Yellowstone exposed, however, for Taylor.
Yeah, it looks as though Taylor thinks here, maybe Melissa, that she can't quite see enough of that yellow, so looks like she's going to be running this blue back.
looks like you can, I mean, from our vantage point, it does look like you can see about 3/4, but maybe she feels that the angles aren't quite where she needs them to be, so this might be the safer of the two bets. She's trying to get the blue stones. If she can hit this yellow on the broom side, she's trying to get to spill both of the blue rocks going to the right of the house. Trying to get everything moving here if she can. And you'll see Taylor as well. She's got some nice positive rotation as well.
Sierra Fisher trying to bring this one over. And she will
close.
move that blue, but not quite far enough. And so Clancy Grandy still lying 1.
We're fine, I think. So I think we just have to guard this again.
Okay.
7. Do you agree?
I think so, yeah.
Because like if she plays that, I think they're close enough that she's coming
Into here.
Yeah, or at least onto it. I don't think she's. Yeah. I don't think so. I think we'll be okay.
We'll take another look here at the shot from Taylor Reese Hansen. Just missing.
I think we're guarding that one.
Sierra Fisher trying to carve this one over, and it just doesn't quite curl enough.
Yeah.
Same spot, pretty much.
Very
'cause
close.
it's hard for
Yeah.
her to like get
Another
this
inch probably she would have had a really
Yeah.
good result there, but
Yeah,
still
I
a
think
good
we
result
can
because she
cover
has
a piece
unlocked a
of
lot of
it.
stuff, so
Yeah, just if
Clancy
we-
has to be very, very careful here
So
where she
same
puts
ice
this
then?
guard.
Yeah, that looks good. Same spot? Yeah, pretty much. Maybe a hair more finished? Yeah, no, I think the same spot will pretty much do it. Yeah, I'll try and give you just a hair less so you don't have to be fully lifted. Okay. Just a hair less, okay.
Great conversation there with Clancy and her front end. Just talking about how they're going to throw this rock compared to the previous stone. That gives them all the information that they need and exactly where they want to put this stone.
just for line still.
Line's good. Lindsay.
So last rock here for Clancy Grandy,
Lindsay, just Lynn.
trying to guard that
Curling here.
Sarah Loken stone
Oh, just let it stop.
that has been sitting shot for the entire end, but team indicating that it might be over curling. And I think she has left a port here, Melissa.
She most certainly has, and I actually thought out of her hand she threw it back a little bit, so I'm surprised to see how much that one curled in comparison to the first one. So a great chance here now for Taylor. She's got lots of room there. She can throw a kind of a soft weight and try and stick it for her single, but if you see what she's doing here, she's actually going to try and run one in and go yellow onto blue, I think. Unless she's trying yellow onto yellow, John, and try to double the blue ones off for a big end.
That's what I think she's looking at, yeah.
Yeah, I think
Because I think
that's
if you were
exactly
just
what
trying to
she's
score one, you'd probably be throwing through the port, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's the easier
So
shot for one. So I think she thinks maybe Melissa that those blues both go, and she might have a shot at 3 here.
Yeah. Same weight I just threw.
So you
Yeah,
talked
looks
about
like
that
maybe
aggressiveness,
just-
Melissa. We're seeing it right here. She's taking a shot at 3.
Take a good one here, T. You got it.
and this is such a great shot. I don't think she can hurt herself, and that's the key here, right? Risk versus a reward. I don't think she can hurt herself to give up more than 1 if she does miss it. But what a huge reward if she makes this shot for 3.
So final stone, end number 2 for Taylor Reese Hansen. Trying for 3. Does she have it?
Oh, what a great shot.
Wow, fantastic shot for the skip from Victoria. Doesn't get all 3, but does get 2. And so she will take a 1-point lead into the third end. Clancy Grandy will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching Check TV. Well, Melissa, that was, you know, almost, I have to say, maybe a little Nostradamus-like from you. I asked you about Taylor Reese Hansen about 5 minutes before that final shot, and you said she has the ability to make some big shots, and certainly that came to fruition there at the end of end number 2. What a phenomenal shot from the skipper.
You know, I just, there's so much I could say about that particular shot and the outcome of that shot, but what it says a number of things, John. It not only says she's not afraid to throw anything or to play anything, she's willing to take the risks and hope to get some rewards, but it also shows her opposition that she has the confidence to come out and win this game. I know this team expected to be here. I'm not sure if anyone else expected them to be here, but they are such a great young team and they deserve to be here, and she showed it with that particular shot. Just an awesome shot.
Well, I think too, one thing I really liked about it, Melissa, and you can probably speak to this a little bit too, but it wasn't even so much that she made it, but there was no second thought. It was just, she went right up there and said, nope, I like this, I want to throw this. Megan said, well, you know, we could throw this little shot here for one, it's a little bit easier, and Taylor just had that one lined up right away. It was clear that she wanted to take it on.
Yeah, great point. And like I said, when I coached her at the college, she did that to me a lot. And as a coach, you're like, but you know, good on her. Good on her for showing the confidence to do that shot and obviously got the result. So it's just fantastic to see that, and so early in this game as well.
Yeah, we talked earlier about the rankings disparity between these two teams, with Clancy Grandy ranked number 13 in the world and Taylor Reese Hansen ranked number 108. But Taylor actually has a couple wins over top 20 opposition this year. She beat Isabelle Ladouceur all the way back at the U25 Next Gen Classic, and Ladouceur is ranked number 16 in the world, and she also has a win over Akue Kitazawa at the Abbotsford Cash Spiel this year, the Driving Force Cash Spiel in Abbotsford. So, you know, we talk again, you know, you say, okay, they're ranked number 108 in the world, maybe they don't have a chance, but like we said, it's an any given Sunday type of sport, and they've also proven already this year that they can beat really tough competition.
Yeah, very, very true, and I'm looking forward to this game. And if that's any indication of what's about to happen here in the next 2 hours, John, I think we're in for a good ride. So here's another example of things that, you know, it's almost at a point where Taylor doesn't show that much fear. You know, she doesn't have hammer here in this third end. They got Team Grandy got a great hit and roll there from Sarah, and instead of playing on that one, they decide to ignore it and come right around to the forefoot area. And just another great shot there.
Yeah, touch forefoot.
Yeah, really good shot from Sierra Fisher, who is hoping to make it a familial battle, trying to put some pressure on Brian and Teresa to decide who their favorite daughter is, because Sam Fisher's already in the final tomorrow, and would be quite the meeting if Reese Hansen can get there and Sierra can battle Sam. And you know, I think it would be exciting times in Kamloops if that were to happen.
Exciting times for everyone, but maybe the parents until the game's over. I don't know. So looking for the corner freeze here now. This one's going to come up a little bit light.
Just a little short there, yep, from Lindsay Dubé.
Has that path changed, or?
So it's still Reese Hansen laying the single.
No, I thought we were there.
Okay. So it looked like it came off big again.
Top 12 tight.
So I think if you're Team Reese Hansen here, John, you just want to be a little bit careful. I think they called this one maybe tight to the rings. They likely don't want it in, but I'm not sure how much you can see of that bluestone that's sitting in the top 8. But you just want to be careful not to cover up the entire forefoot area in case Grandy does have that opportunity to make that short run, and then they'll be sitting too buried behind a lot of guards here. So for Reese Hansen, I wouldn't even mind bringing this one right into the rings, which is maybe now what they're doing here. Nice corner freeze. That's a good shot.
Yeah, nice result there for Sierra Fisher. Reese Hansen continues to lie one.
Try and kill both yellows. Heel.
Should run fairly straight.
Yeah. will run
So
straight
this will
for you.
force Lindsay Dubé into the run double peel here.
Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa!
This one needs to curl quite a bit.
And that will just go over the top, and you hear a little frustration there from Lindsay Dubé as didn't quite get the result out of either of those stones that she would have liked.
Yeah, she might have just got that a little bit full, and with that kind of weight, it wasn't going to come back.
Yeah, I think so. All right, crisp and consistent. You got it, Em.
So Megan McGilvery will look to throw a guard up. Looking for a high guard here.
No, really has to curl. Whoa, tiny bit. 2. Whoa. Okay, are you a 3? Yep, then sit.
Megan's been such a great addition to this team as well.
Yep, hard. Go, hard. You gotta bounce. Go. Hard. Okay.
Maybe a little deeper than they would have liked that, Melissa?
16-4.
Yeah, and I think so. And you heard the audible from Taylor. She decided to try and bring it as far as they can and just tap that guard over to protect that blue one. So that was a decent result for sure. And I think that Kayla here is going to have to do some cleanup. See if she can get rid of some of these guards here.
Yep.
Kayla McMillan going to try and get some granite moving here. And I don't know how much that helped them.
Just a hair,
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, it does open it up a little bit on that side. However, it's open for both teams now, so it does leave one of the yellows being third shot in the top of the house there. So it's a good look at it.
Just halfway. You got it, Meg. Crisp and consistent.
So Megan trying to put a halfway guard here on protecting that yellow stone, that shot stone on the forefoot.
Hard early.
Sydney Brill's on this early.
Over and off. Where is it? Over and off. Whoa.
Sounds like this one might be over curling.
No, you're over curling.
I think so.
Gotta sit.
Just at the Bel Air direct. No, we're at the curl BC.
Okay, tough one, Meg.
So did she leave her a port there, John? They're going to have a look at it and see if they can get one through that port. Blue onto yellow, and it looks like there is.
Okay, what weight do you see that with?
Like 11?
Okay, I like
Yeah,
that.
unfortunate miss there for Megan McGilvery. This may open the door for Team Grandy. They've been chasing this Yellowstone for most of the end. This is a great opportunity for Kayla McMillan to get at it.
Same as I gave you 2 ends ago. Weight's close, the hair down. Okay, close then. Yeah. 11. Yeah. Weight's good. Yeah.
Hard.
I think ideally if they get through this port, they can even flip their shooter behind that corner guard, ideally. Like that.
Good shot. Good shot.
What a fabulous shot there by Kayla.
Good call.
Very nice shot from Kayla McMillan. It's both about getting chances and taking them, Melissa. That was really their first opportunity of the end to make some noise, and Kayla McMillan makes it perfectly.
That's so true. You know, they've been chasing, Team Granny's been chasing this entire end, and just with that one tiny mistake there by Megan, it looks so far as Kayla made her pay by making that phenomenal shot. So
A quarter on the line.
Taylor's got a couple of options. You can only see maybe about half of that stone now that's on the forefoot. There's a good look at it. But knowing Taylor as we do, she's going to ignore everything and really try and get one fully buried in behind. Oh, now they're having a look and
Like a
see.
good half. Yeah, exactly. No, I think that's
Oh,
good.
she can see enough. She figures.
For a little tight, we open it up.
Yep. What do you like throwing at it?
Not so big at it.
11? Okay.
No. Board. Yeah, that's board. Right there.
Okay.
You got it. 11.
You like this this call switch, Melissa?
Well, I'm not sure. They talked about throwing at 11, so I think they're gonna
11 here?
try and
Okay, okay.
throw
And then roll
enough
it, but
that they
let's
can
try
actually
stay
hit and
shot.
maybe hold their shooter as shot stone. I don't mind this call at all. I think if that other blue stone
Actually,
maybe
probably once
wasn't
you're
in
by,
the
so you
rings,
might
they
have to
would
go on it a
play
little
the
bit.
straight draw.
Yeah,
But
it's
there is a
fine.
chance she can hit and roll here for shot.
All right.
And
Take it,
like
Emily.
you
Yeah,
said,
got her.
or like she said, if she happens to hit one of the guards, she does open it up. I think this is a good call without hammer here in the third end.
11-5.
Close.
11-5.
So big shot here for Taylor Reese Hansen facing 2 without the hammer.
Yep. Hard. Curl. No curl. Hard curl.
Would love for this to stick around for shot.
Oh, great try. Nice weight.
Navigated the port
very good.
successfully, but yeah, just rolled out unfortunately. So chance again here for Clancy Grandy. Draw around everything.
Oh. And yeah, so.
I don't think like 3 feet.
Yeah, like 2-3 feet more.
Great weight selection there for Taylor as well. You know, with a great chance to save her shooter, but just didn't hit quite enough of it. So as you say, huge opportunity here for Clancy, and this is one that I really feel that she needs, not only for herself, but her team, just to try and get some momentum going for their team.
Top 8 touching 4 is ideal.
Okay. A little bit big.
Ski right now. Okay, let it
Might be
work.
good then
Just
here.
fight for
They're
it.
looking for top 8, top 4, the very, very most.
Heavy right now.
You gotta go!
Hard line. Hard line. Still there. T. Hard line.
Seems like they think it's curling. Lindsay Dubé trying to hold this.
We're there for weight.
And they know it's
Got to get around
heavy
this
for
center
weight,
guard.
too.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
and that will come up
Like
light.
you catch more curl, the wider you go out.
Yeah. 14 and a half.
14-5?
Yeah.
Yeah, weight was there. Just caught more curl.
So decision time here for Taylor Reese Hansen.
Maybe ditch it.
I think it's not help. I think the wrong probably didn't help it. Just like
Back
No.
4, yeah, back 4, back 8.
back 8 weight.
I like that. Yeah.
Not even.
Okay, I'm thinking
Three line, yeah.
right there. Okay. Yeah, should come out.
So I think she's electing to
Right on the
tap
nose,
here,
or even
Melissa.
a sliver high. It should be really good.
There's 2 options, 2 great options here actually. She can do the straight back tap
You
into
guys
the
like this
forefoot,
better than chasing that
or
one?
if it hangs, she could actually maybe split those 2 yellows to outcount that blue one
I
over
think
in the
we're just gonna
12 foot,
tap
and she
the
could be
straight
line
back,
1 and 2
yeah.
after this. So
It'd be pretty, like I'd have to throw
a couple
pretty
different
good
good
amount of
things
weight
that could
to get
happen
both
with
of
this
them
shot.
Back 4 weight's perfect. Yeah.
Nice back forward here, T. You got it. Just like you can.
Back 4, she won't get a ton of movement on those 2 rocks, I don't think, John. So I think her initial shot here is the straightforward tap, straight back.
Close.
Yep.
Yep.
Back
Yep.
Back 8.
Yep. Yep. Hard.
We saw Clancy
Just saw
Grandy's
Clancy
curl
Grandy,
a lot
yeah.
in this spot.
We did it again.
We're in sync, yeah.
Hard. Yep.
Trying to hold this. This looks like a lot of weight.
Yep.
Right in.
Good.
Great.
Good call,
And
guys.
that little chip, exactly like you called it, Melissa, ended up very nice for her. But I do think it looks, Melissa, like Clancy will have a shot for 2 here.
You throw it.
Yeah, it looks like a short angle run.
Pretty nice.
Agreed.
Plant it.
Great end by both teams here, just trying to go after each other. And that first rock of Kayla McMillan's kind of turning the end around a little bit for Team Grandy, but not to let Team Reese Hansen down here. They've made some phenomenal shots, and line 1. So a bit of a tough shot when you're the last thrower here for Clancy, trying to get this short run
Good
for
peel.
2.
Yep. Good peel.
Whoa.
Hard.
Yep.
Hard.
Does she have it? She
What
does.
a shot!
Great shot from Clancy Grandy. Great sweep from Lindsay Dubé. And we saw Taylor Reese Hansen make a run back in
Yeah, just a
2,
little,
and
like,
Clancy
every-
Grandy
every-
equal to the
every
task
time.
in 3. She'll take a 1-point lead to the fourth. Taylor Reese-Hansen will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching the BC Scotties semi-final.
Different than the other side.
Welcome back, curling fans, inside the Chilliwack Curling Club. John Cullen alongside Melissa Saligo here for this women's semifinal between Team Reese-Hansen and Team Grandy. And Melissa, just a real feat of shot making in that third end. Some great back and forth action, and Clancy Grandy really making a beauty with her last.
Did she ever? What a terrific shot. And again, that was a really important shot for her. Her last two shots were for her, just to get some confidence back and to feel really good about throwing. And if you just watch, I was a little concerned, John, at first when she called the peel weight, but as you and I sort of talked in the break, she was concerned about how much her first draw actually curled. So I think that's why she elected to throw the peel, and she made no mistake. What a terrific shot.
Yeah, we can see on the replay there, just perfectly made, directly planted it right on the nose. And so it is a 3-2 lead here for Clancy Grandy. And number 4, a spot in tomorrow's BC Scotties final on the line. The winner of this game will play Team Corinne Brown. That game will go at 9 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow morning. We'll have that for you on check once again.
We're there. Top tee. Can't finish.
We're there. It's okay. Good. That's a good spot. 15-1.
And a good shot there from Sarah Loken.
Same weight. Yeah, just give a nice extension.
Yeah, really nice pair there by Sarah. And again, you can see Taylor. She has two options here, really. She can use the corner guard that Sydney threw, or she can try and freeze, corner freeze to that blue stone from Sarah, and that's what they're going to do.
Really hard. Really gotta go. Really hard.
7.
Whoa.
Coming down.
Hold. Yep.
Yep.
Yep. Yes.
Yep.
Hard.
Bumping.
Hard.
Right to it.
Nice shot.
Nice throw, Sid. Good sweep, guys.
Lovely shot there from Sydney Brills. Clancy Grandy lying one. But another aggressive setup here from both teams.
Bigger ad.
Not on that. Not there.
Yeah.
Back 4. Oh, that's way more than yours. Looks heavy.
Off if you're heavy.
No.
Yeah, that did look like quite a bit of an ad there by
12,
Lindsay.
12. Like, can we feather
Okay,
it?
go by.
Behind it or something?
Go by.
Yep.
Go.
I think you'd almost want to tick it if you're like that, so it stays in the rings. That was a good call.
13-8.
Unfortunately, it does push it behind the button, but
Little tap.
otherwise I think that rock was well through the rings, John.
Just back 4.
Yeah, it seems like Lindsay Dubé just a little bit off so far. Melissa just hasn't quite dialed into draw weight. It seems like just from listening to what the teams are saying, there's maybe a bit of a change in the draw weight, perhaps. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what it was running yesterday, but just the way that they're talking about it, it seems like the conversation is that it's maybe the sheet's playing maybe a little different than it did yesterday.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of comments out there for sure, and you know, it's still running about 15 and a half. I'll wait till this shot comes to rest. Trying to get it by. So I do think that the speed is likely the same. I've heard a couple of words out there like tracking, and some people, maybe some of the teams feeling that our players are feeling that it's tracking a little bit before it makes its break. You have to also think that they are pretty much the only sheet out there. I saw Team Brown practicing on the next sheet. I don't know if they're still there, but also there's the benches right beside the sheet also. So you have lots of people out there bringing in the heat. So sometimes that will affect the ice very slightly, and you just have to make your adjustments as this game goes on.
Whoa! Good shot.
So nice shot there. Yeah, nice shot there from Lindsay Dubé. Unfortunately loses her back blue, but gets rid of both yellows. And so I think it'll be a double back here for Sierra Fisher.
Wrist up, just like you can. Okay, see, like you can.
And just a little wide there from Sierra Fisher. Grandy still lying the one.
Either way is good.
Touch shot button.
Okay.
And I think Sydney might have just been or Sierra, pardon me, might have been a little heavy as well. So unfortunately could not hold the shooter.
For my guards, they were on the logo?
Yeah.
Like high side of the logo?
Like on the
just
tee.
on. Okay.
Great chance here now for Kayla McMillan and Team Grandy to try and get another one in there above the tee line. Would love this to be maybe top 4, top button would be better. Try and put some pressure on the Reese Hansen team with hammer.
Top 8, top 4. Let it work if you can. Top 4.
Sarah's rock.
There it
We can
goes.
get it to top button if we
Sarah's
need to.
rock.
Top 4.
Okay, you
Saw
can
guard
finish
two ends
Top
ago
8.
curl
Okay,
too much,
drag
and this
it,
one
drag it.
taking its time.
Got a curl, got a curl.
Whoa. Leave it half. Okay.
I think we just let that too long waiting for it to curl.
Okay, 15-6.
Could we have gone any earlier?
Think we can throw
Yeah, like line was good. Yeah. I just said switch if you can.
a third of it.
Yeah,
Okay, forward. Yeah.
So you could hear the Grandy team there just talking about the way they managed that stone, Melissa. Seemed like maybe they were wondering if they could perhaps carve it a little bit earlier, I think is what they were talking about.
I think so, and I think they were waiting because Clancy wasn't calling them on yet for line just yet. They should have kept saying lots of room. But actually, when you look at the way the rocks are lined up right now, you almost didn't want to carve it anymore because that would expose that button that rock that's in the back butt. And I don't think you want to leave that for Taylor Reese Hansen's team.
Read out. Okay.
So Megan McGilvery will get rid of it, but unfortunately her shooter will roll out. Grandy still lying the single here without hammer.
I think that seems.
Do you want to hit her last?
Yeah, like a broom last?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought I was kind of there on my own too.
So for Team Grandy, they've got a lot of different systems in play here, and what they try and do is they try and throw, because this the ice curls so much, they try and throw the weight that is called or just a slightly less so that it allows them to work the rock later in its path. They don't want to work it right out of its hand. So this one, unfortunately, when you do that, unfortunately, you have this opportunity that it does come too deep.
Top button? Yep.
She's real nice here.
So a little blue wall behind the button, and this is a big opportunity now for Taylor Reese Hansen to potentially get a deuce set up.
Yeah, great chance here from Megan.
Felt close.
6, 7. Okay,
Whoa,
make
whoa,
sure we're
running a bit, running.
Line's good.
Running.
Whoa, no. 8. Whoa. 9.
Sierra's rock.
9.
Sierra.
Yep,
You can hear the numbers being called there, 8, 9, and that is definitely back 8.
Make sure you're there. Go for distance.
Wait.
Go for distance.
We're there.
Whoa, then. Whoa, whoa. Okay.
And pretty good shot there from Megan McGilvery. Maybe a little heavier than they would have wanted.
Yeah. Good judge on that one. Up to speed here.
I think it's a good result. Unfortunately, it kind of over curled a bit, so there is room for one more rock right on top of that yellow stone. That would be shot rock. It would be touching the pin. So just have to be very, very careful of the angles here. You don't want to put your rock, you want to over curl your rock, because if you do, and Taylor can see any of it, she can come down with a peel weight and try and hit as much as she can see and get all the blue ones moving. So very key here to make sure that this rock stays on the broom side of the yellow stone.
It's close. Similar to yours. Back button.
First rock here for Clancy Grandy.
Still running.
Wait, if you're there.
Still heavy. Okay, well then.
Been lying shot
rock.
for
We're really
most of the
close.
ends.
Still heavy. Sarah's rock. Still heavy.
Back 4.
No, you're.
Can't on this line.
heavy.
Just let it stop. Fully off.
Sit.
Okay. That's fine. 14 and a half.
And that will unfortunately
Sorry, what?
14 and
be
a
a little too heavy, and so Taylor Reese Hansen sitting one without the hammer, and pretty good opportunity here, Melissa.
Great opportunity here. You know, that's a situation for Clancy. She would have liked to have been about 2 feet lighter on that particular stone. So
Okay, guys,
if
you'll get
Taylor can ever
opportunity here.
freeze one right into that pocket, I'm not sure what Clancy will have to eliminate the damage.
Both of those were 14.5, so 15 should be perfect. Yeah. Just make sure we're there. That's most important.
You can hear Taylor letting us know the weight is 15. That's from hog to hog. So it's very, very quick ice and very consistent ice. You can see, John, they just barely push out of the hat because the ice is so quick.
You're there. We're all there. 8, 9.
So we saw Taylor was a little bit heavy on
Line's
her
good. Line's good.
on her draw attempt at the end of the third end. We'll see if she's on point here.
Yep, hard,
And you're okay if you're a little heavy as long as the line is good, because you got lots of things to draw to there, and this looks pretty much perfect.
Yeah, very nice spot there from Taylor Reese Hansen.
inside, I think.
And I guess if you're Grandy here, Melissa, really your best shot here is to try to freeze and limit Taylor to a single.
Only 'cause she was like heavy.
Exactly. That's exactly what she's going to do. Now I did
We're
hear,
second if we're right on it.
Okay.
just waiting for Clancy there, I did hear Kayla say they want to be on the inside of it, but I would be very, very careful how far on the inside you go of that yellow stone. Again, you can see enough of that to throw a peel and pick it out. So there's a chance here if you're on the wrong side of this yellow stone that team Reese Hansen could get a deuce.
Wait.
Too much line.
Wait's close.
Guys, off.
Off then.
Wait's close.
Got a lot of line. Always Sarah's.
It's running
Dubé
straight.
and Loken
Always
indicating it
straight.
might be a little
Always you
heavy.
can. It's got to be to it.
Yeah.
Cannot bounce off
We're
here.
there.
Got to be to it.
Okay, go then.
Hard finish. Curl it in. Lock it on. Got to
Hard,
be there. Got to be
Sarah.
there. Go.
Hard,
A little more.
Nice shot.
And
do, I
very
think.
I think
nice
so.
from Clancy
So
Grandy.
max weight, I think.
Yeah.
Is there a chance
Clancy
for
just-
Taylor Reese Hansen to knock it off of there, off the top? That I don't know.
Okay. Good throw.
Yeah.
Even if we're just to it, should be lots of room to get in there.
I think if she hits that, John, she will lose the yellow one that's in the back button, so she would probably only get one. This is her opportunity to get two here, is this out-turn draw. We haven't seen any rocks come down this way, I think, except maybe the very first one of this end. So the team's going to have to talk about the potential draw weight out here in the path and just ensure that they're all on board.
Yeah, for sure.
Great shot there by Clancy, though.
Here, guys. Okay. So
So I think
Max
just
is
keep
Just
that
already
one
straight
off
off
the
there.
yeah,
The whole sheet seems like almost a little bit slanted right now. So more going
close
that
to the
way
same
than
here.
this way, but-
Mine's good. Hair tight.
So final stone
Hard
here
line.
for
Yep,
Taylor
hard
Reese
line.
Hansen.
Yellow line.
Needs the
Five.
side of the button for
Hard
two.
line. Line. Yep. Yellow line. Really hard.
Fisher and Brills trying to get it there.
Whoa, are you bouncing?
Line is really good.
Whoa, then, whoa.
No, just to that one. Sit.
Got it, girl. 2.
Great
shot from Taylor Reese Hansen.
Wow.
She showed the power back in the second end and shows the touch in the fourth. Phenomenal draw, 4-2, and these teams continue to go back and forth. It'll be a 4-3 lead for Reese Hansen. Clancy Grandy will have the hammer when we come back. You're watching Check TV. Do I throw it a break or do I throw? Oh, I just said, do I? Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the fifth end here of the BC Scotties semi-final between Team Clancy Grandy and Team Reese Hansen. Melissa, it has been a fantastic battle so far. These two teams just exchanging haymakers early on.
Halfway.
What a great display of curling. I mean, both teams have come out here to win this game, and they're both making incredible shots. And we've just seen a seesaw game here. 2s on the board for the last couple of ends, and John, both teams just playing so well.
Okay, that's good there. Good sweeping, guys. Yeah. It's a good shot.
Even if you're showing a piece this side. Okay.
You said. You sweet. You got it.
You know, that was such a great shot of Taylor's, knowing that they played the majority of the end on the one side of the sheet, and when it came time to make her last shot, she had to go to the other side that hadn't been played on for about 7, 8, 9, 10 minutes, and does not make any mistake to get her deuce.
Whoa, just let it stop. You're gonna get
really
gonna overcurl. No, just let it stop.
You can't.
You're not close.
Sit.
Okay, Sid.
Okay, good.
So different tactic here for Reese Hansen. They brought their first one into the rings instead of throwing the center guard, and then tried to guard it on their second, and you can see it just over curled. So chance here now for Sarah Loken to try and hit and get in behind those 2 corner guards.
That's good.
11-5.
Okay, easy.
Weight's good.
Kayla.
Yeah.
Kayla, go.
Yep. No, fully cross.
Easy. Yep, Kayla.
Yeah, keep going.
Yep. Go big with it. Go right over.
And very nice shot there from Sarah Loken, who continues to have an excellent game.
12 in the end.
Okay. Yeah.
What did it come through us?
12.
What's that?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Thought we were on.
Yeah. I like just 9 here.
Okay. All right.
It was one of those rolls, John, that stopped right in the middle instead of going in behind one of the guards. So I do believe Sierra can see it, and they're going to throw a 9 and try and come through the port. It's a tight port, but it is makeable.
The risk here for Sierra is you're still in the free guard zone here, so can't actually peel these guards off if you miss it. Oh, so she's running her own, and wow, what a shot from Sierra Fisher.
Okay.
Who needs the port when you can make a 9-foot run back?
What a shot.
So that makes sense. That's probably why they weren't throwing the port, is because if they ever hit the blue one and it goes out of play, the blue one would have been replaced. So hitting their own. And wow, what a shot. Let's take another look here from Sierra Fisher. That is stellar shot making.
Weight's close.
Clean.
Close. Weight's close.
Clean.
Close.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Coming
Yep.
down.
Hard.
Time for another hit and roll here for Team Grandy.
Keep going.
Hard.
A little more. A little more. Go, 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 go,
Hard,
go.
hard, 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 hard.
Okay.
It's a good throw, Linz.
Yeah.
That is the 3, so
Yeah. Curled up a bit extra there.
Good throw.
good sweep. That way was close.
So right on the nose for
kinda
Lindsay.
like
So
Sarah's,
Sierra a
like,
chance
come
here
down a
now
little
to hit and
bit.
roll herself.
Yeah.
How much that one's curling? It's just not quite reacting the same.
A lot less rocks in play this end, John. We're not used to it.
I know, I don't even know what to say
gotta
anymore.
go. Really gotta go.
You gotta go
I
really
got so
hard.
used to it for the first 4 ends. Now I'm
Hard, you got it, you got it. Yep, yep, yep. Hard, hard, really hard.
Great brushing there by Sid.
Oh, I think I was sweeping it before.
Yeah, very nice. But it will roll out, so Clancy Grandy having an opportunity now to use those corner guards. We may end up getting a few more rocks in play here, Melissa.
Sure.
All right, like you can.
We heard that a little snippet of that conversation between Lindsay Dubé and Kayla and Sarah after her last stone. They think maybe her first stone is just a little
Top 8.
straighter. It's been fooling them, so we'll keep an eye on that as the game goes on.
Top 12.
Yep. Line's good.
Top 8.
Yep. Okay, switch if you can, guys.
Just
Hard,
top
girls.
12.
You gotta finish. Hard. Hard finish. Hard. Hard.
Trying to bring this one back as far as they can. Most importantly, get it buried behind the guard.
Can't find the in between. I'm either heavy or
Yeah,
Earlier.
just got on it right away.
Lindsay has been struggling a little bit with draw weight, as she alludes to there.
Yeah, you can see there, Melissa, if the line was perfect, it would have been, or sorry, if the weight was perfect, it would have been great line. As we take a look at our supporters here of the BC Scotties, the provincial government of BC, Best Western, Scotties, the city of Chilliwack, check.
Weight was perfect.
And that will just roll out for Megan McGilvery.
To come around.
Last time is good.
I'm gonna give a hair less.
With that rollout, there's a chance now for
I don't think they're running
Kayla
any better
McMillan
here.
to
No.
make an attempt to get around that corner guard. Team Grandy really trying to, they would love to get a deuce here if they can get something set up.
Top 4.
Yeah.
Liked it.
I think it should run better with Sierra.
Let it work.
Wait a bit,
Top
Abby.
8. Let it work.
Also want to make sure to mention a couple of the sponsors I missed there. Bel Air Direct,
Just top
home
8.
insurance that
Almost
fits
there.
your lifestyle.
Sarah's
Ice
off.
King,
Sarah's
their
off. Finish.
world-class ice scraping
finish
equipment,
now.
blade
Yep.
sharpening,
Got
and
it for
curling
all.
rink
Both of
equipment,
you.
Via Sport,
Keep going,
cbcsports.ca,
Right back.
and
Right
Tourism
A little more,
Chilliwack.
a little more.
Yep, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
there's not a
Looks like we've
crossing there.
lost all this curl now.
Yeah.
15-8. Good sweep, guys.
Okay.
And so they just, Melissa, can't quite
Giving you just a sliver
find
back.
this this draw around these corners here.
No, and I'm just not sure if you know, they've been questioning some of the rocks. They've been questioning the ice a little bit, and you know, they've got the draw weight as we can see there, but they're getting by the corner guard, John, by 2 feet, 2.5 feet, and that's great if it finishes. But you need to maybe get it by maybe by a foot so it finishes even harder. So just trying to find that happy medium there, but they might have a little break here with Megan McGilvery unfortunately hitting that corner guard.
Yeah, we haven't seen Megan make too many mistakes today, but unfortunately that one over curls, and
Good with your 4.
Yeah.
really great chance to put another 2 on the board here for Clancy Grandy.
Yeah, I think that's kind of it.
And close on your own, probably.
I think very similar.
So there's 2 options here, John. Obviously, you can draw to the open side and just keep your rocks as far apart as possible and try and prevent Reese Hansen from ever getting a chance to play a double. You could also go around the corner guards, but I kind of agree with what she's throwing here. Things haven't been perfect this end for Team Grandy. They're just off by an inch here, there, and everywhere. So, and if you did come into the wrong place, they could either, your opposition could either get a hit and roll or a double, and they would be behind the guards. So I think this is a good call for now. Just try and keep it open here for the last couple of rocks of this end.
You're better to go. Yep, you're better to drag it. Go.
Now they're trying to go as deep as possible.
Just got stuck in between.
15. Okay.
Just bigger. Just more weight.
So there may be a double opportunity here for Taylor Reese Hansen.
I thought it would come off a little bit more.
Okay.
If you're seeing that, we're
I
getting
thought
curled
you
a
were
lot.
close.
Yeah.
Shoot.
You heard Kayla, it was kind of one of those in-betweens as well. They were trying to put it in a place that there wasn't a double. They originally wanted a top 8 when they knew it was a little heavy. They tried to take it back to even back 12, so this double was a much tougher. But I think they have left a double here for Taylor. Still a good spot though for Kayla. Double still has to be made.
Nice kill here, T. Just like you can. Make a good one.
So we've already seen Taylor Reese Hansen make a few big weight shots. Can she add another one here?
Yeah.
Looking for a cross-house double.
Really hard. Really. Gotta keep it on line.
Sydney Brill's on it right out of her hand. Can she get enough
She
of the
got it.
blue?
Oh!
Just a little over the top. Great try from Taylor Reese Hansen.
So close.
Great
But
try and
Grandy's still
great
lying
call.
Good job, Sid.
And you can see Megan, she called it right out of Taylor. She must have just pinched the broom a little bit. She called it right away. Fantastic call by Megan. And Sid tried everything to hold this stone. Another inch less and she would have made the double.
She could probably roll and
So again, huge chance here now for Clancy to just throw an open draw, split the rings, and try and maintain holding that 2 points for this end.
I think it should come off a little bit with that curl too.
Yeah. Yours didn't. Your guard went where I
thought I was
it
the most through on any
Okay.
of them.
We're gonna go around.
Right around?
The corner.
Okay.
Yeah. So as long as we lose it, we only want to be top 8.
Okay.
For this one.
Okay.
Like fully. It's the same ice as your corners there.
Yeah.
That's really important, John, is where you want this rock to stop. The deeper this rock is, the more chance that Taylor has a chance to freeze to it. So great call there by Clancy. Just want to be top 8. Even if you're top 12, it's not horrible, but you just don't want to be too deep.
Big right now.
Back 4.
Okay.
Back
Yeah.
4, back 8.
Even with that one. Okay, even's okay.
This looks like it's
Nothing
gliding.
here.
12.
Yeah, nothing here from Lindsay and
come
Sarah.
Wow.
Back 8.
We're even almost.
No.
Just let it stop. That's good. Okay, that works.
That really died.
Yeah.
Pretty good spot there for Clancy Grandy. Going to be, I don't think there's a double there.
Yeah, good throw.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no double, but that's definitely not where she wanted that rock. If Taylor can make the perfect freeze on this stone, it's going to take away the chance, I think, for Grandy to get 2. So she would have loved that rock to be another foot or another rock or even 2 rocks above where it is right now. So big shot here for Taylor. You know, this is a chance now that, you know, you make a perfect shot and maybe force your opposition, or if you miss the shot, you potentially could give up 3.
Yeah, we've seen Reese Hansen not afraid to take risks, and this might be her biggest one of the game so far. Needs this to be at least close. Her last rock here in end number 5.
Line's close.
6, 7.
Air
Easy,
tight.
early. Easy. Whoa. 8.
Whoa.
8.
Whoa. No line, no. Where is it?
6, 7. Have a look, Sid. Have a look.
Whoa. Close. No bounce.
Good.
No bounce if you can. No bounce.
Need this one to slow down.
This is close. Oh, so close.
Just that little bit extra from Taylor Reese Hansen. And this is a great chance now for Clancy Grandy. You can see there a wide open hit for 3.
Let me see it from the half.
Oh, maybe it's just my angle. Never mind. You totally
Yeah,
can.
I feel like there's a decent amount of error. But
Okay.
Yeah, they were just talking about
Yeah,
which
no, we're
turn
good.
that she really wanted to throw
Slide
the
away.
out turn here, the straighter
11.
turn.
Same as
And
kind
they were
of
just
what I
making
played.
sure there was some room
Yeah.
by the guard there.
Right on nose.
So great opportunity here for Team Grandy.
Final stone here, end number 5.
Clean, yep.
11.
Perfect.
The teams have been
Turn
exchanging
right, turn
twos.
right,
Clancy
hard,
Grandy with a
clean,
chance
hard,
for a
yeah,
third.
Yep.
Hard, hard,
Hard, it's curling.
hard. You're good. Really good seat.
And that is just off nose and just on the scoreboard. A big 3 here in end number 5 for Clancy Grandy. She's going to take a 6-4 lead into the break, and we're going to head back to the studio with Jeff, Stacy, and Elaine to break down the first half of this game for you.
That has to be the most Canadian thing I've ever seen.
Well, maybe if he was also eating a poutine.
And drinking maple syrup.
And he's also
A curler!
Guys, you know I've never actually been curling before.
And you call yourself a Canadian?
I'm sorry.
There's more than 1,000 curling facilities in Canada. Be a good Canadian and find one near you today.
When I grow up, I want to be a superhero. I want to be a firefighter. I want to graduate university. I don't know what I want to be. I want to be an archaeologist. I want to be a scientist, pilot, coach, carpenter. I'm going to be a curling champion.
Kids dream big. Your support will help them realize their dreams on and off the ice.
Curling! The game with the ice, and the rocks, and the sweeping, and the yelling. Each game starts with a handshake. Then, 2 teams of 4 people take turns throwing 44-pound stones down a sheet of ice. Each team throws 8 rocks, and the team closest to the center after all the rocks are thrown will score the points. This process is repeated for 6 to 10 rounds until one team is victorious. It's just that simple. Or is it?
Take a look.
3.
Take a look.
Yep, bring it over. Yep, all right, stay.
Yep, get it off.
Perfect.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Get it off the score line. Okay, good. Nice throws.
Still give it to us.
It's good.
Through it,
Yeah.
but I thought close.
Just hide the logo.
Okay. Split center.
Hair tighter line.
Yeah, Kayla's rock.
Yeah, I think we can go. Still just hide the logo.
Okay, Kayla's rock
Okay.
right now.
Just for line.
Okay, whoa,
Weights
whoa,
there.
whoa. Don't want to cross the line. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Good.
Hey, Sid.
You might have to wait.
Top 4 is nice here, Sid.
Yeah. You got it.
Back 4 is okay.
Nice T-line.
No, 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 no.
6.
No, you can't.
We're hardy.
You gotta curl a mile here. Yeah, you really gotta curl. You have to go,
Yep.
see? You
Hard.
really have to go. Really hard.
See, hard, hard, hard. Bring it
Really
over.
hard.
Hard, 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 hard. Keep rolling in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Right around. Yeah. Top 4.
Okay. Yeah, I thought it felt up to speed, like
Normal.
normal speed. I don't think any faster.
Not any faster.
No.
Not a lot through,
Yeah,
but
wait.
Hello,
T-line.
curling fans,
Okay.
and welcome
Forward
back
right
inside
now.
the
Heavy right
Chilliwack
now.
Curling
Real
Club,
heavy.
home of the BC Scotties semifinal between Team Clancy Grandy and Team Taylor Reese Hansen. It's been a barn burner for the first half of the game. Team Grandy once again playing a high-scoring affair. They lead 6-4. John Cullen with you once again alongside my partner in crime, Melissa Saligo, multiple-time BC Scotties and Canadian Scotties champion. And Melissa, we talked about this off the start of the game, that there might be a lot of points on the board in this one. That has happened so far, 10 combined in the first 5 ends. What did you make of the first half?
Oh, it's just been such a great back and forth game. You know, each team trying to take chances to get their points. I mean, this shot by Taylor Reese Hansen in the second end, you don't see that very often, but look at the smile, and that just shows how confident she is. And not to be outdone, there's Clancy Grandy doing the exact same thing to get her 2 points. And here we go, 2 and 2. This is the first 3 that's broken in the fifth end. I'm sure both teams had a great fifth end break, and we'll see what the next 5 bring.
Yeah, we saw last night in the 1-2 game against Corinne Brown, Clancy Grandy popping a big end in the fifth in that one as well, scoring 4, and then Corinne Brown rebounded with 6 in the sixth end, although it looks, Melissa, like the setup this end a little more favorable for Team Grandy. They're lying 2 without the hammer here, and Lindsay Dubé throwing a guard.
Over and off.
I would say it is a little more favorable than what we saw last night. I wasn't going to bring up last night's sixth end, that's for sure. You know, Grandy definitely wants to forget about that. So they're playing a little bit different, straightforward end. First one in, corner guard goes up. And we saw just as we were coming live there that that blue guard that was there, it was ticked in the first five rocks of the end, so it had to be replaced. And so there was just a bit of a miss shot there early. I think it was Sid's second stone that did that. So now a chance though that you can peel because we're well into this end.
And unfortunately, Sierra Fisher will blow that by everything. So Grandy still lying the 2. And yeah, as you said, Melissa, this event being played with the no-tick rules that are now a part of the Canadian and world game. And it's been a bit of an adjustment for the teams. And I think, Melissa, one good thing that's come out of that is the extra ends. There's a lot better of a chance to steal, and we've actually seen that with Taylor Reese Hansen stealing her last 2 victories in the extra end. So it's definitely made the game a little bit more exciting to watch, and even in this sixth end, you know, helping out Team Grandy here be on the offense.
Yeah, very much so. It is an interesting rule and a very fun rule, and I think the teams are more or less enjoying it. Obviously, if you have hammer in the extra, maybe not so much. But, you know, it makes it much more interesting, and you know, the teams are just getting better and better every year, and the game just keeps trying to think of different things to make it a little bit more challenging. So we want to look back at that shot. In the fifth end, Sierra Fisher made an incredible run. And unfortunately on this last one here, she just misses it. And what the worst part about that shot is the fact that the guard rolled over to the 4-foot area. So it's kind of in the way of the draw path now to the button if Taylor would need it towards the end of this end. So just something to keep in mind as this end progresses.
11, hard. Yep. Whoa.
So Kayla McMillan's guard over curling just slightly, giving Megan McGillivray an opportunity here to get at the rocks in the house. Got to get through this port, though. Sydney Brill's trying to hold it.
Oh, boy.
And it will just tick that top blue stone. And so Clancy Grandy continuing to lie the 2. And as you said, Melissa, now those draw paths are starting to get real complicated if you're Taylor.
They really are, and Taylor's going to have to keep an eye on that. She only has 3 rocks left. And, you know, I just want to point out, it's very interesting in the even end, so the end that we're in right now, if we look back, I believe it was the 4th end, there was a couple of guards being thrown by Team Grandy, and they over curled, pardon me. And in the odd end, when they were trying to draw around the corner, we didn't see quite the same. We actually saw some under curl. So something to be aware of. I'm sure they talked about it in the 5th end, and maybe it's just a matter of putting the broom in a slightly different spot, or because I think the team is throwing pretty much the way that they usually do. They're very consistent in their throws, so just something to be aware of. That might have been my coaching hat on for a minute.
It's okay. You're allowed to put it on from time to time. It's a nice hat. So this looks like an arrow pointing at the hack right now, and the arrow is very favorable for Clancy Grandy. Nice shot there from Kayla McMillan.
Like how big's the hole?
Not very big.
Just having a look there, John, they're
to
wondering
just
if there's a
skinny the
port
yellow.
Yeah,
between the
that's the same
guard
thing,
that was
like,
just
have to get
thrown
through
and the
there with
yellow stone, and
quite a bit of weight, and I think we're
it
just
looks
slowly
like it
working
could be
away,
there,
so.
but it's very, very tight.
I don't think you'd roll out.
I can't see much.
What's that?
I can't see much.
Yeah. You have to skinny the yellow here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, we can play this.
We can try it, and then we might clear it up, but it's whatever you're seeing.
Yeah, try it, and I guess play it tight to the yellow.
Yeah.
Or, sorry, the blue.
Yeah. What do you like for weight?
I'm seeing 11. Do you like 11 here?
Okay.
So it looks like they are going to try it, Melissa.
They are going to try it. I'm a little surprised that they might not throw a little more weight at it, just because it's such a tight port. You can't afford to have it curl one way or the other. But I think they also want to throw this weight because Megan has mentioned that you cannot see very much of this stone. So if you ever get through there and you're throwing an 11, you can hang on to your shooter, which is extremely important. So tough shot here for Megan.
Whoa, whoa. 10-5. Curl, curl, hard, hard.
Will it find that hole? Just not
so
quite.
close.
Okay, I know.
Really, really close for Megan McGillivray. Nice throw, nice weight, but just doesn't quite get through the port.
It's a good throw, Megan.
We'll take another
One of the
peek at
things they
this,
talked
just how
about-
close it gets to it. Sorry, Melissa.
Yeah.
No, that's
Just
okay,
how
John.
close
And
it
one of the
gets to
things
this
they
corner.
talked about was potentially getting rid of the blue one rather than that yellow one. So not the guard they wanted to tick, unfortunately, either. So maybe, but it does, you know, it does open up the space there. So they're gonna have to
it's
place this
probably
guard in
better
a
to-
really good position.
Yeah, I think from here, middle looks.
Yeah, this is a good look here, Melissa, at exactly what you were talking about before. Now, especially with that little tip that Megan got off of that yellow. I mean, the draw path is almost non-existent
like
here
top
for
four?
Taylor Reese
Yeah, like
Hansen.
if we could tap it like a foot, maybe is ideal.
I would agree,
Okay.
and really, right
Yeah,
now,
tap
if
it
you
in
look
the
at
box.
it again, I think there's only one angle raise, and that's that top yellow one on the left-hand side. I don't think you can even do anything with that Yellowstone on the second Yellowstone on the left either. So really tough position right now for Team Reese Hansen, and Clancy Grandy is, I don't know if she called it right in or if she just called the guard. John, I was talking to her.
The guard, yeah.
Oh, it's down.
Sideline.
Heavy back forward.
Sideline.
Nope, they're coming in.
Never
They're
mind.
coming in
They're
for the
coming
tap.
in, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Heavy.
Curl. Whoa, then.
Curl.
Curl, 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 curl.
Hard.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No. That's good.
Okay.
And nice shot there from Clancy Grandy, and she's lying 3 without the hammer here in end number 6.
Basically, no. Try to make that double and roll. Over high. I just think to open it up a bit for ourselves. 10. And if it's ever not curling, we can cross it too, right?
Definitely.
Clear it the other way. No, 10. Just 10, yeah. Like to stick the shooter. Oh, I have even more than I thought. Yeah, 10's perfect.
Looks like they're
Just
eyeing
10.
up the double here, Melissa.
I think so. That's ideally the shot number 1. You heard Taylor say that if it
No,
did
we can't
over
make the roll
curl,
and
that they would
stick.
play the roll under. The only question I had about that shot from Clancy Grandy is if Taylor could ever make the double, does the yellow shooter that she's about to throw, does it outcount the one at the back? And if it does, then it may have been better to throw a guard up. So we'll just have to see what happens here and if that rock actually outcounts the other one, if she makes the double. I mean, the double's no gimme, that's for sure.
Close. Close. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sid, Sid. Hard curl. Hard, Sid, hard. Hard, hard, hard. Roll it, Sid, roll it.
Keep.
Oh.
And just maybe a little unlucky there was Taylor Reese Hansen not to get one of the 2 doubles.
I agree.
I think best spot to be is like right here. Right?
That was like back 8, back 12. So
I
just
think
make it
that's as long
adjustment.
as we're buried.
Yeah.
So there's a good look
Even
at the
if we're
stats.
here, she doesn't have any.
Looks like
Yeah,
Megan
so-
and herself just struggling a bit, John, but
I don't know if it's super
doesn't feel like that.
Make it good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she just made a few really great shots, and obviously the number that sticks out there, Clancy Grandy at 97%.
Bite the button.
Very impressive for a skip through 5 ends, but Taylor
get it
Reese
buried
Hansen not
behind
too
there.
far behind at 85, so Certainly impressive numbers
top
from
button,
both
just,
teams, and what we
just
expected,
pull the
Melissa,
trigger.
coming into this. They've been
Nice.
two of the best teams in the
Yeah,
field
like,
all week, no question about it.
Let's make
Ideal
it
is top
good.
4,
Yeah.
top 4
I
buttons,
agree,
right?
and we're seeing
Makes her
exactly
draw a
that
lot
this
harder
game.
if we can bite top button, 'cause then
Everything
it
on the
is
line
hard
here to
get
get to the BC Final 2023.
Yeah. Button.
So a chance now for Clancy Grandy to keep that high percentage up and really put some pressure on Taylor Reese Hansen here.
Close.
Don't want to be heavy.
Felt close,
T-line.
guys.
Okay, all you.
Line's great.
Already lying 2 and looking to twist the knife
Wait's
here.
close. Keep
All
it
you.
down.
Bite the button.
Line's good.
Line's good. All
Doesn't
you. Bite
need
the
to
button.
curl.
No, we're
We
there.
need to
15,
bite top
3.
button.
Just
Always
at the
there.
end.
Just
Need
top
to
button.
bite top button on this
Just top
line.
button. Yep.
Yep.
Hard. Go.
Shoot, sorry.
That's right.
And great throw there from Clancy Grandy.
Yeah, nice throw.
Lying 2, maybe 3. And this is going to be a tricky shot here for Taylor, I think, Melissa.
I think so. There's not really any.
Are they third?
Well, we just saw how much.
Are they third?
I don't know. It's pretty close. I thought it was us, but
We just saw how much Clancy's
throw the
rock
button here,
just
guys.
curled. So you have to just skinny
Yeah,
that
so you just have to
blue
make sure
rock
you
that's
cut off
just
the corner.
outside the rings on the right-hand side there,
just there.
and hope that it doesn't curl too much once it gets past that stone and get a piece of the button. And this is a very, very difficult shot because you're basically
there?
throwing with
what- that's
the
what I was asking.
curl,
That's
and it
what
curls a
they're-
lot towards that center
it
line.
is,
It's really tough.
Yeah, that was my thought. That's exactly why I thought it was tricky as well. Just
I think it's
really,
us.
really,
Yeah?
really
Through
tough
it.
to get there.
Yeah, I've already thrown it. It's just a sliver high.
They're looking at
I
maybe
don't-
throwing
It's
the
definitely
run
there.
double here, Melissa.
Not
I
so
don't think
much
so.
from here.
No.
No, just draw.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say.
I don't think it's
Once
there
we saw
either.
that angle, I was like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Not sure.
No, I don't think it's there. So again, for Clancy there, she puts that rock maybe a foot higher or something. It's going to even make it more difficult for Taylor to try this draw. But she sounds like she's drawing against 2. It sounds like that Yellowstone might be
We wanna
third
be
shot.
close to the blue one on the outside when we're coming into the house. Okay. We can
But
also
this
tap
is an
off and also
extremely
just let me
difficult
know.
shot
You know
just
what we
because
did?
that port is so tight.
So Taylor Reese Hansen facing 2, potentially 3 blue counters and needs to find a piece of the button
I think you gotta go.
to stop this
Good.
game from
6,
breaking
5.
wide open.
Running a bit. Running.
Running.
Whoa. Whoa. Sid.
Line
good.
Yep,
Go. Yep.
So Fisher and Brills trying to get this there. Line is close. Do they have enough weight?
Okay.
Oh,
And
wow, good
unfortunately,
try.
that will great try. Just a little bit light there from Taylor Reese Hansen. It will curl onto the top, and so it's a big steal of 2 for Clancy Grandy. She will take an 8-4 lead into the 7th end as you get a look at beautiful Chilliwack, British Columbia. We'll be back right after this.
Similar to last end, okay?
Clean is good.
Line's good.
It's close.
Little extra room right now, but just get it here for speed.
Gotta go. Top 8, top 12.
Okay, still holding it.
So Melissa Saligo, just a real turnaround here. The opening four ends of the game, we saw these two teams exchanging blows, but the last few ends, it's been all Grandy. They've scored 5 unanswered points now to lead 8-4. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that last shot there in 6 for Taylor Reese Hansen. Just looking at where that rock ended up and the line it took coming in. You know, you and I talked about this in the break. Are we even sure that it was there for Taylor Reese Hansen?
I'm just not sure it was, John, and I don't. When I say that, I don't think it was there with draw weight. I think maybe you almost had to throw. You almost had to throw like a back button weight, even maybe a little bit more than that, so that if it came in, you could tick it and try and spin it towards the button. And we'll take a look at it, and you can see that they actually had to wait for as long as they can to get by this blue guard just coming onto screen now. But as soon as it made its break, you can see it gets by that by a foot. So with a little extra weight, she may have had a chance just to sort of tick and spin and hopefully roll to the button.
Yeah, I think sometimes too, Melissa, when you have a port like that it looks big, but it's not based on how much it curls. Throwing a little more weight actually can help you shape the shot too, because you are taking a little bit of curl out of the rock.
Exactly, that's a great point. So a really good try there, but such a tough shot for Taylor Reese Hansen, and unfortunately does give up that steal of 2.
So Clancy Grandy up 4, but keeping the pressure on here. Sarah Loken coming into the house and then putting a perfect center guard on top of it. And we'll see if Sydney Brills can get one behind this corner. As we said, the winner of this game moves on to tomorrow's BC Scotties final.
5-6.
Corinne Brown already there,
Coming down a bit.
awaiting the winner of this game. That'll be at 9 a.m. local time, right here on Check TV.
5.
Always Sierras. Yep, you
6.
gotta go Sierra. Yeah, hard C. Really gotta move it over.
Corinne Brown, a two-time BC champion, although one of those BC titles was a granted title due to COVID. So in theory, a one-time champion or a one-time finals winner. And Clancy Grandy, her entire team, never been to the Scotties before, so it'll be a potential exciting matchup if Grandy can close this one out, but we'll see if Taylor Reese Hansen has something to say about it here in the last 4 ends.
Yeah, mine just hung out there. Speed's nice. What you gave us last end is good. Okay, on that card.
So it looks like 4 perfect shots to start this 7th end. Both leads are playing extremely well.
Halfway tight.
Okay, that's good.
To the logo, tight.
Well then.
Yeah, we sung the praises of Sarah Loken last night on stream. She played fantastic against Corinne Brown in that 1-2 game, and Sydney Brills, who I haven't seen too much before, has been her equal today. She's been absolutely fantastic as well. And as you know, Melissa, in the modern game with this 5 rock free guard zone, you really have to have a top lead, or you're not going to go too far in this curling life.
That's exactly right, John. But that's such a good point. And I mean, you speak from experience, do you not?
Oh, are you saying that I'm a top lead?
In your day.
When was my day? You make it sound like I'm dying over here. I'm only 37, Melissa. Jeez, wow, way to bury me here.
Hair more than board.
Whoa. 11-5.
Won a game, John.
Right,
won a game.
Wow, no, you're right. You're right.
Really
I deserve it. I'm not very good anymore. That's true.
Hard for a piece. Really hard.
Hard side.
Really trying to get this one over to try and get rid of that blue guard there.
Keep. Shoot.
We're going
So
here.
they do move the guard into the house, but it's still Grandy lying the shot stone.
Yeah, we're 1. There's just a lot of air.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we try and just kind of tuck a piece.
Okay.
And then they have to roll this way.
Do we ever peel?
Peel that one?
Yeah.
We could.
If they make a play on that, then we can double the yellow?
Yeah, we could. You should end up having enough of this one to make the double.
Or the draw. I'm good with either.
Too, yeah.
I don't mind either. Do you want to come talk about it for a sec?
The scoreboard tells us we should peel.
Time out.
Because if we go around, they're trying to tap, we're stuck drawing.
Yeah, there's just like not a lot of room. Well, I guess there is room to be like tucked and shot.
Yeah.
It's close.
I should have swept this one over a bit more. Well, when we if we make the peel, we should end up having what we need, at least to make a hit and roll.
Yeah.
So I don't mind it. I should have swept this one over.
I just think based on the
there's
scoreboard,
quite a bit of air,
there
right?
is.
There
Like they
is,
have,
yeah.
they have
Like,
enough
too
to
much,
roll
I
for
think.
sure.
That's why.
So that's the thing is I just don't know if there's quite somewhere you can put it that's good enough.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like you can't really be second and not give a double.
So play the peel with the out turn, just rip it.
I think so.
Do you like peeling the corner?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ice
We'll
it
still have
tight,
our
you know.
center guard if we need it. So.
Yeah. How are we?
Well, we saw that last night, Melissa. Katie Witt, the master of the master of the quick timeout. They just asked her, "Do you like ripping the corner guard?" She says, "Yep. All right. See you later."
I think they started the wrong.
Yeah, she's just getting her steps in and came, as you say, came down with one word response. And, I think that they probably talked about last night, and they talked about the fact that if they would have ripped that corner earlier in that 6th end, it may not have had the same result. So everybody is on board this time to get rid of this corner guard, and I think this is a good call. I can see Clancy's point. They really wanted to draw, but because there's so much space between the one in the house and the one that's just the guard that's out front, there's not really a great place you can put it without giving your opposition a double.
Yep. Clean. You're good.
So they
Nice
do
shot.
make the peel, and as you said,
Orleans.
Melissa, exactly the same scenario as last night. They were up 4 against Corinne Brown and then gave up 6, and we both wondered on the broadcast why they maybe didn't peel the corner guard earlier. So could have been a quick study, could have been something they discussed last night, or just as you said exactly that there wasn't maybe a great spot to put that draw. But in any case, the peel made from Lindsay Dubé, and now we'll see what Taylor Reese-Hansen decides to try and generate some offense here.
Yeah, I like that.
I guess, Melissa, if you're Taylor, you pretty much need to score 2 here to get yourself back into the game.
I think so, John. They're going to try and pull out all the stops here to get their deuce.
All there right now.
Okay, Wolf for line 2.
4.
Sid, you gotta curl it a lot.
I can't.
You have to get off of this rock. You really have
4.
to. You really gotta try. Really gotta try. Keep going, buddy.
Sit.
Okay.
Okay.
That was your second.
Thanks.
Roll in. Do you like that?
Okay, buddy.
Yeah.
If you think it's tricky, we could just rip it this way.
Yeah, we can make that.
And just stick this.
Okay.
Always playing that.
Just
way.
throw a 10.
10, I like that. Should come up a hair, I would think.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you a bit of ice for that.
Okay. Like half rock?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Yeah. Really hard.
10?
Hard, Linz.
Yeah.
You got to
Hard,
go.
Keep it there. Gotta go.
Hard, keep it
Gotta
out
go.
there.
Keep it there.
Yep.
Hard,
10.
hard, hard,
Yep.
hard, hard.
Okay. That's good.
So unfortunately, that guard miss from Sierra Fisher allows Kayla McMillan to get rid of that yellow stone.
Yeah.
And so it is now Clancy Grandy laying a pair here without the hammer in a 4-point lead.
So 10 and a half maybe?
10 and a half maybe.
Yeah, Sierra really tried to, for whatever reason, that guard just hung on that center line forever, and it just ticked and gave Kayla that straightforward little punch. And as you say, line 2. Some guards out front here though, so Megan has a chance.
8, 9, clean.
Hold on.
8.
Try to get one fully buried behind there.
Yep. Coming down.
Yep, hard. Line's good, yep.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Clean, clean.
Where is it?
Clean.
Yep, yep. Yep.
8.
Hard.
Hard, come on. Really hard, guys. Really throw.
A nice shot there from Megan McGillivray.
Great judge, guys.
Nice throw, Meg.
Yeah.
What time, T?
You don't have much, eh? Just a slipper.
14-7.
Okay. Sorry?
Like none.
Yeah. Okay.
Just straight guards that blue.
Don't know if we need to come right to it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just past the logo.
Yeah.
Like tuck a piece, I guess.
We're just too far over, though.
Yeah.
Because I think we want to guard the blue, right?
Yeah, make sure we're guarding all of the blue and then some.
Yeah, all of the blue.
Okay. This is more ice than I had. Yeah. Mine took a while to come
Yeah,
over.
we want to be to that pretty much same line as yours.
Yeah.
I like the thought process for this one, John. They were thinking about trying to make a play on that Yellowstone, and it looks like you can only see maybe an inch. So this is a great call. Right now, there's really no play for Taylor Reese Hansen on their own Yellowstone at the moment, especially if Kayla can make a great guard here.
Halfway, Sarah.
Trying to protect both the tap from the yellow as well as shot rock.
Fine. Mine will be fine.
Halfway high to the yellow.
Okay.
Whoa, whoa,
Whoa.
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 Close.
Whoa. No.
Whoa, 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 nope.
Good. Okay. Good sweep.
Yeah, like you said, Melissa, sometimes when you're up 4, you do think, we got to peel, we got to hit. But sometimes the best defense is a good offense. I know that's a cliche, but a cliche for a reason here is, that guard does certainly put some pressure on Reese Hansen here.
Crisp and consistent. You got
Definitely. I mean, that's a perfect guard, and that's a good thing to say, right? Cliche or not, that's exactly true. Is there was nothing really there to peel, and you don't want to take a chance and peel one of those guards because they're actually helping both teams at the moment. So good chance here though for Megan. There's still a chance they can get their deuce, but she really needs to bury this one behind those 2 center guards and get into the 4-foot area.
Very hard!
Keep going hard, far as you can.
Whoa!
These girls have been sweeping hard today.
I'll say.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great sweep there from Sid and Sierra, but just can't quite get that Yellowstone there. And now, Melissa, really great chance for Clancy Grandy to potentially put something close to a finishing touch on this game.
Yeah.
So we get a look here that just misses the guard, but unfortunately not enough weight.
Yeah, I think a nice positive throw and it'll stay out there.
Yeah.
But I don't think,
Don't think we need extra. I might just have to manage it a little better earlier.
Yeah.
I think ideal is touching a bit of the white top button.
Okay. On the button.
Huh?
Yeah, on the button.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can just kind of be broomed down
So
if I'm
John,
close, just to kind of.
when we
really
look at
still
the
break
way the
them.
house is situated at the moment,
No.
you know that Clancy Grandy is fully buried, and that rock really isn't going anywhere at the moment. So, but when you look at where she's going to put this rock right now, as soon as we get a chance to have a look at the rings here, she's talking about putting it top button, which is a fabulous shot. But my other side of me says Grandy doesn't need any more points right now. So if you put this rock short, anywhere in that draw path, what does Team Reese Hansen have?
Yeah, probably not a lot. I can understand her maybe wanting to just really put some pressure on Reese Hansen, but yeah, you're right. I mean, she almost got maybe a little lucky that it went a little further and didn't leave Taylor with a freeze.
can even be back here play that now?
I would agree. I think you're right, and I mean, I'm now looking at the overhead here. Maybe there was a thin double on the 2 blues, and that's why she did want to put one in the top 4 area. But right now, you're in such control of this game, and you're sitting shot rock. You want your opposition to have to make those difficult shots. So, throw an easy one, throw a guard, block the path, and just see what she does.
Yeah, but it would have been the right weight if we got there.
What do you play on it?
Just 11.
Okay. Okay. Is that enough to move things?
I think so, because you just have to move this here.
Yeah. Yeah, right there.
So
11 trying
So I
to
guess, Melissa, here, this call from Taylor is just to prevent, to try and give herself an opportunity to score 2.
Like even hair high side nose is really good.
I think so. I think she's trying to pull out all the stops here right now. So she's going to go blue onto yellow, onto yellow, onto blue.
Okay, nice 11. Yeah, nice 11 here too. You got it. Just like you can.
Again, they're throwing that nice 11 weight. She's got 3 rocks to move. I guess maybe 4 if you talk about the one in the rings as well.
11.
So
Yep. 11,
Yep.
5.
this is a manageable weight. Got to the center real quick, John.
Yeah, I'll say Sierra Fisher trying to hold it, but just maybe not quite enough weight there, and it continues to be Grandy lying the single.
Okay, good save, bud. What was the time, Meg?
12-5.
Yeah, you're soft. 12-5?
Oh my god. Just threw it down. Okay,
I was like, what?
Guard like on the E.
Or is this the best to take it away, though?
Yeah, I like that.
That's maybe better, eh?
Okay, I like
and
it.
makes the draw harder.
Yep.
Full 12.
Okay, bite center line.
Yeah, probably same ice.
I think the same ice. Like we got to the right line. I think same positive throw.
Yeah, I think it'll get there. I think full 12 is best to take the runner away and make the draw hard.
That's good. Just need to tuck a piece then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Just tuck a bit around that top one. It's the same ice as my last one, so I'll just adjust the kick but throw it same positive, yeah.
So Clancy looking to put this top 12 just slightly behind those 2 center guards so that Taylor doesn't have the run again on those 2 stones. Now that they're wide open, she has a straightforward run. Not an easy shot, mind you. So Clancy's just trying to do what she can to prevent that from happening, and also trying to prevent her from having a pretty clear draw path as well. The tolerance on this rock is definitely on the lighter side, however.
Finish!
All you. Finish a bit. Finish a bit. Yep.
Whoa.
That's good. Good judge, guys. 16-1 there.
It's a pretty good spot for that one, I think.
Good sweep.
Yeah, great throw.
It is.
That long yellow.
Just leaves Taylor with a draw for 1 to the side button, and this is no easy path either.
Right there.
Lots of rocks in play there, and as you say, John, not an easy draw path. A little easier probably than the last one she had to throw.
What are you seeing?
But again, once it gets past that top yellow corner guard on the far right, it's going to start curling a lot.
Yeah, we'll have a bit more weight though.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can pick it though, that's the thing.
It's your call, whatever you see.
I just don't know if the straw is there.
The only other thing is a long top.
Yeah. Let's try it. I'll go. Be nice and up to it. Gotta get tight to that yellow and then just
Same weight
it.
you threw coming this way. Yeah.
Okay.
That
I like
looks really
it.
good. You got it.
So final stone here for Taylor Reese Hansen in the 7th end. Down 4, needs the side of the button for a single.
Gotta go. 5.
Whoa.
Easy.
Whoa. We're still on the guard.
7. Close.
Sierra.
Close. No. Close. Sid.
Yep.
Sid. 7, 8.
Whoa.
8. Whoa.
No.
Get off of it.
Yep. Okay.
Tried for a little jiggle
Tried the
there
tick,
into
tick,
the
tick, yeah.
yeah, exactly, into the middle area,
So
but
close.
not quite there for Taylor Reese Hansen. So it will be another point for Grandy and a 9-4 lead. We'll see if Taylor Reese Hansen can find her way back into this. When we come back, you're watching the BC Scotties semifinal.
top 12, top 8.
Okay, you can go.
Keep it moving.
Drag it.
Gotta go.
All right, guys.
Inside.
I'll come in.
Go, go, go. Fully in, fully in.
Hello, curling fans, and welcome back to continuing coverage of the BC Scotties semifinal here on Check and Curl BC TV. John Cullen alongside Melissa Saligo. And Melissa, it has really been the Clancy Grandy show in the second half of this game. They're really getting their end set up well, and it's paying off on the scoreboard.
I fully agree, John. You know, it starts off right at the lead. Sarah Loken is setting up every single end absolutely perfectly. She is really doing such a great job for her team and really putting a lot of pressure early on their opponent's team, Reese Hansen.
Okay, I think you're good there. You're good.
Good Sid.
Good Sid. Nice throw.
Real good, Sid.
Yeah, absolutely, Melissa. It's been a great show from the lead so far, and Sarah Loken in particular has been fantastic. It certainly makes it much easier when you're getting every end set up well, and something I certainly tried to do over the course of my career.
Little light. Okay,
Especially with this rock.
Line's good.
And it's not, you know, it really hasn't been a lot of missed shots, John, you know, but when it gets down to Taylor's shots, she's had some very, very difficult shots. Megan's been struggling a little bit, making, you know, more of the half shots, but it's, you know, when it comes down to Taylor, it's just been, you know, she's got some very, very high or high degree of difficulty shots to make, so it's been tough. But Grandy has not taken their foot off the gas pedal. They are continuing to push as much as they can.
A little hot. Yeah.
4, 5.
6. You tap and roll.
Coming down. No,
Coming down.
That's good.
Always Megan.
5.
Always Megan.
5. 6.
You're way out there.
Okay, coming down.
You're way out there.
7.
Like you're still on center line.
So trying to come around the corner guard
go
here
right back,
is
both of you,
Sydney
both of you.
Brills.
Yep.
Okay.
15. Wait, was great.
Nicely.
Do we need to stay? No. We like the thinner the better.
Okay.
I just don't want to clip it. So.
Okay.
Do you like peel?
Well, if you want to stick around, I think we need a little less.
Well, no. I was thinking try to take it thin under.
Yeah, I think we just throw peel then.
Okay. Let me just.
Like if that's the goal, is to just peel it out. I think we throw peel.
Yep. Peel.
Take your time like you can.
Easy peel.
Yep.
So Lindsay Dubé gonna peel here.
Keep it there. You got it.
You gotta go.
Yeah, really harder. Good.
Really
I like
hard.
that comment by Lindsay. If you're gonna peel it out anyways, why don't we throw peel? There's no point in throwing,
Get it under.
you know, a gentle, soft way. Just throw the peel. But great shot there by Lindsay.
Good lens.
Yeah, ended up with a perfect roll right onto the button, and so now it's could be another offense is the best defense here ends for Clancy Grandy, as those two blue stones are in a perfect position.
Wrist up, just like you can.
No, you look back at the first part of this game, and it was a back and forth kind of game, and since the fifth end, really Team Grandy has not given anything, any openings whatsoever to Team Reese Hansen. They're pretty much putting their rocks in perfect positions, and as I said earlier, you know, putting the foot on the gas pedal. So it's really forcing Team Reese Hansen to be perfect with every single shot, and they're just missing it. Like that last shot, just missed it by like half an inch. You know, half an inch more buried that she doesn't have that hit and roll. So again, we call, you know, this is our game of inches here. So Reese Hansen still trying to get things going. Would love to get at least 2 back here in this 8th end.
Yeah, I think we're at the point here, Melissa, you pretty much have to get 2 if you're Reese Hansen. And Grandy has not made it easy. We saw the stats after 5. Clancy herself curling 97%, the team at 89, and I would say, if anything, those numbers have gotten stronger over the last 2 ends. They've been really, really strong in this second half of the game.
Good call. Good
starting to show why they're the number 13 ranked team in the world, that's for sure.
All right. Do you ever play like a hit and roll?
And a reminder, we'll be back with you again tonight. Oh, sorry, I'll let Taylor and Sierra talk here.
That might be better, actually.
I think we gotta start jiggling something.
Yeah. What's that?
I think we gotta start jiggling something there.
Yeah.
Like right on the nose?
Yeah, right on the nose.
What way are you seeing? Back 8? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, nice back 8 here. See, you got it. Like pretty much what I just threw. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, 14-7.
Yeah. Wrist up, you got it.
So as I was saying, just a reminder that tonight we will have the BC men's semifinal for you. And it is a rematch of last year's BC men's semifinal between the two veterans, Brent Pierce and Jim Cotter. We'll have that for you at 7 p.m. Pacific time. The winner of that game will move on to face Team Jacques Gauthier in tomorrow's final. Looking forward to that.
Curl. Coming down. Curl. 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 Hard curl. 9. Really hard.
Weight is good here, John. They're just trying to get it to curl. Okay. And unfortunately, with that extra weight, it ran very, very straight.
Yeah, well, that's the spot that we've seen a few rocks run straight there, and we know on this ice too. It's just if you're any little bit heavy, it can really run on you. And we see that there from Sierra, just an unfortunate miss, and now Kayla McMillan can get rid of this yellow counter in the house, and looks like it's going to be an uphill battle for Reese Hansen to get 2 here, Melissa, or to even score with how good that setup is in the middle for Grandy.
Exactly. It's a tough hill to climb here, I think, for Reese Hansen in this end.
Easy, clean, easy.
Again, I think Grandy's almost getting better and better each end here, and not making any mistakes.
Good, Carolyn. Thanks.
Little bump would be great. Good. Back 4.
Cute. Nice back 4 here. You got it. All right, let's make it.
Bit wide on it.
10.
Cool then.
Back 12.
Oh.
Megan trying to throw back 4 weight here. It sounds like it's a little heavy.
Trying.
No, you have no line.
Yeah, we're still hack.
And I think it's just more weight than Taylor was calling.
Tough one, Meg.
Now, if you're Grandy, what do you do?
In all honesty, I would consider throwing it through.
Cap it.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think we're probably
I'm not sure. I think we saw this
best
in a game
to
yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, but you
be
don't
a
need any
hair
other
on
rocks
this
in
side
play.
of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, if anything, they have a sliver on this side, but like barely.
Are you good playing the out?
Sure.
Okay.
Feels the same as
I mean, I don't think you can hurt yourself by throwing the draw, John, and the half come around, but I don't think you want to bury it either, because in case for any reason you're going to need that shot. But my coaching hat on again, I would just say, you know, what does it mean if you throw it through? They still have to get rid of those 2 rocks that are behind that guard. And you have a 5-point lead.
High.
Okay.
I think they're trying to throw a guard, actually. I don't think they're coming in the house.
Oh, are they?
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hair higher than that.
But I think that the principle still stands. Like, I think if you make this guard perfectly, it's great. But if you're a little bit off center, then maybe it gives Reese Hansen an opportunity to draw around it. Although those 2 rocks are covering the button, so it's a pretty good situation here for Grandy. That's for sure.
Nice weight.
Yeah, I'm really not sure how Taylor's going to score at this point. And that is a great shot by Kayla, absolutely.
Try and run it back into here. 3/4 is really close. Peel.
All right, Meg. Nice peel here.
Can I have a little less?
Yep.
Thanks.
Crisp and consistent, just like you can.
Yep. Hard. Hard.
Really
Hard.
Really hard.
Really
hard.
Really hard.
Really hard.
Whoa, roll it. Okay.
And that is really unfortunate for Megan McGilvery.
It is.
Leave that yellow up there. That's tough.
guard it. Same, like we want to touch center line, but be on Lindsay's side.
Yeah. Higher than the yellow?
A little deeper than the yellow.
Oh, okay. Like around it.
Yeah, like a little piece tucked around is perfect.
Okay.
Kind of a hair higher than the logo. Okay. Okay. Just touch center line.
So another guard here for Clancy Grandy.
To the logo.
And you heard them say they just want to touch the center line. Just continuing to make Taylor Reese Hansen's life difficult here in this 8th end.
No, we've got a lot of lines though.
Okay.
Curl.
We're like even with that one.
Okay, go Lynn.
You can finish.
Go. For both of you for speed. Wrap it around. Yep. Touch it. That's good. Okay, great. Good judge.
So good shot there from Clancy Grandy, and man, Melissa, this is real tough if you're Taylor Reese Hansen. I think she's going to have to make a miracle on her first one just to even have a chance at scoring.
Yeah, if you send it.
I would agree.
Right back.
My first thought is, does it help you to peel those 2 blue guards out front? And that way, you know, Clancy wouldn't be able to cover off everything, so you might have a run or you might have a chance at getting to those 2. But
The hair high.
I don't mind this either. Yellow onto blue, onto the 2 on the button, and just hopefully try and spill something to give her some sort of chance on her last one.
Yeah.
Make him go boom.
What's that? Sorry?
I said make him go boom. All right, G, just like you can. Make a good one. Yep. Whoa. Yes. Yep. Oh no.
I think they overswept it. Oh, just need to curl another inch, John. Not even half an inch.
Yeah, very good try there from Taylor Reese Hansen, but unfortunately it's the same story now that it's been for most of the end. Clancy Grandy in complete control. And
you know, probably best is to just top this just a hair.
Okay,
like throw almost what I just threw.
Yeah.
Just because if we hang it, then she has an easier.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah.
So just tap it a rock.
Yeah, like we don't even need to necessarily tap it in. We just need to
kind of push
you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hair less ice.
I think a sliver less. Yeah.
That look good?
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. Alright, I like it.
Probably even if we come up to nose and tap it a hair is okay.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Just very similar weight to my last. We just want to top the blue just a sliver over.
Like to take away that little hole there?
Yeah, there's a hole and she's
so it seems, Melissa, that they're electing to tap here just because of where that yellow one rolled into the house.
You guys sweep it.
Yeah, okay.
We just need to
I think so. So there's 2 complications I think Clancy's trying to cover off here. One, if she ever hung this rock out in the rings and Taylor had any kind of triple, you know, that yellow one could come into play. The other problem is they do think that there is a port there for Taylor to run her high yellow one through the port. So by doing this, number 1, it'll negate the rock that's in the house, the yellow stone, and number 2, it would probably negate the ability to run that yellow one in. So great call here by Clancy. Just needs to move it about 2 inches.
And that's enough.
And
Perfect
there it is.
shot.
You got it.
16-1.
Absolutely perfect.
Good sweep, guys. Good shot. That's good.
The silence speaking
See
volumes.
Taylor and Megan, you betcha. You betcha, John.
Probably doesn't matter how long you look at it. It's not going to change how bad this is.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, not really.
Try it.
Try and stuff it as much into the side of
That's really the only shot she has. Yellow onto yellow into the 2 blue on the button.
Okay, let's do it.
It's like pretty much nose.
Yeah.
And the problem there too is now with Clancy tapping
Basically
that one
nose.
in, if you miss the blues,
Hair
you're giving up 3, and that's
No,
probably
hair
game
low.
over.
There. Okay. No, I think nose is
good.
close. Nose is close, yeah.
right, see, let's make some magic. Hey. You got this, T, nice and firm. All right, you got it, T, just like you can.
So she will indeed need some magic here. Taylor Reese Hansen down 5 and needs to make a double run double to save this end.
Hard, really hard. Okay.
Sydney Brills on this right away, and that is a little too tight. And so it will be a steal of 3 for Clancy Grandy and a 12-4 lead. And that will indeed be the end of the game. So a great effort from Clancy Grandy, a bounce back from last night's 1-2 game loss. They will move on to tomorrow's final to play Corinne Brown. A phenomenal game for the number 13 ranked team in the world. We're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back and hear from the winning skip, Clancy Grandy. Hello, curling fans, and welcome back. We have seen the conclusion of the BC Scotties semifinal. Clancy Grandy, huge 12-4 winners over Taylor Reese Hansen, Melissa Saligo. Talk to me about that second half of the game for Clancy Grandy. They just put the pedal to the metal and really drove away from Reese Hansen here.
Did they ever? Unbelievable, John. I think they almost curled close to 100% as a team. They were fantastic. And even when they did miss, it was only by a smidge here or there. They really put the pressure on their opposition. And, you know, in the first 5 ends, we never would have guessed it would got to this at the end of this game.
Yeah, no, just a fantastic performance. And speaking of that fantastic performance, we have Clancy Grandy with us right now. First off, congratulations, Clancy. A phenomenal victory here in the semifinal. It seemed like your team wanted to play very aggressively to start. There was a lot of rocks in play. Was that part of the plan coming in?
Yeah, that's how we're comfortable. That's how we like to play. So we just said, let's play our game and try and dictate play. And we feel like we did that today, so we're happy.
Congratulations, Clancy. This is Melissa. It's really good to have you in BC. I'm pretty excited to have you here. How are you feeling? I know, you know, it's really great to see such an athlete with, you know, with your experience. Maybe didn't have the greatest game last night. I know there was the situation last night, but to come back and do what you guys did today, how are you feeling?
Yeah, we feel good. We knew that last night we were kind of in control of our fate, and unfortunately we just couldn't keep that control and let it slip a little bit. So we knew what we needed to do today. We've worked hard all season to be able to kind of have that bounce back game, so we're really happy that we were able to pull that off today.
Yeah, quite a bounce back today for sure. And so it is a rematch with Corinne Brown, game number 3 of this BC Scotties. What are you going to do to prepare and to maybe turn it around, because you're 0-2 against her so far?
Yeah, I think we're feeling good. We'll go get some food, some rest, and then come out tomorrow and just do what we did today and just try and play our game and just leave it all out there tomorrow.
Wonderful. Well, congratulations, Clancy. A fantastic win here in the semifinal. We'll look forward to seeing you in the finals. We'll have that for you tomorrow at 9 a.m. for Melissa Saligo. I'm John Cullen. We're going to throw it back to the studio to Jeff, Stacy, and Elaine. Over to you guys to break it all down.